I accidentally left my Seestar S50 outside and it got rained on. Did it survive? Watch to find out.
As you can see, I've brought my Seestar S50 inside and removed it from the tripod. It is very important that you resist the urge to power it on and see if it worked. That could cause it to short out and cause permanent damage if it's not already damaged. What you need to do instead is inspect it for any moisture, remove any surface moisture with a towel, and then open the battery compartment, disconnect the battery, and look for any moisture inside. The battery compartment is in the bottom of the Seestar with a label on it, and it just removes with 2 screws. You can see the battery right here. It just pulls out, and you'll want to disconnect the connector right here. It just pulls apart. Okay. At this point, you'll want to inspect both the battery and the battery compartment for any moisture. They're both drying, which is a good sign. At this point, you want to just let the Seestar sit in a climate-controlled area and dry out for a few days. 2 days would be the absolute minimum, and I'd recommend giving it at least 3 or 4 days. Just make sure that any internal moisture is completely dried out before you try to power it on. I'm going to give it 4 days to be safe. From here, it's a waiting game to see if it survives. Before attempting to power on a Seestar S50 or S30 that has gotten wet, it is important first to do a simple power check and make sure that the systems are operating safely. To do that, the first thing you'll need to do is plug in the battery to the Seestar. Then insert the battery into the device and reattach the battery cover. The next thing I want to do is plug the device into a reliable charger. I'll be using my power bank. Plug it into the charging port, and we'll be seeing how the LEDs react. Okay, solid red with a charging indicator is what we're hoping for here, indicating that it is receiving power safely. This is a very good sign that the S50 is alive. If we had no lights, or if the lights came on, went off, or the lights were blinking, we need to follow different troubleshooting steps. The next step is to try to power on the S50 and see if it stays powered on. Okay, it looks like it's alive. That's exactly what I was hoping to see. Steady power on, it's alive, and there's the motors powering up. Next thing I'll do is make sure it connects to the S50 app. All right, it is connected, and let's open that arm. Beautiful. All right, as you can see, S50s are a lot more resistant and resilient to getting wet than you'd expect, but does not mean you should take rain or wet conditions lightly, the S50. I was fortunate that it survived. A lot of people have had similar experiences where the S50 did survive, but there's no guarantee. These are not waterproof, and even if it survives a brush with the rain, there's always a possibility that there is micro-corrosion or other visible damage that could shorten its lifespan. So always make sure that you're very careful with S50 and do everything you can to make sure it stays dry.